This is the Galaxy Note 4, and this is the edgy version of the Galaxy Note 4. What are the differences between the two of them apart from having a curved display? This is Warren from KLGadgetGuy. Let's put the Galaxy Note 4 and the Galaxy Note H on a head-to-head comparison. The Note H was a surprise announcement in IFA 2014. Nobody expected Samsung to bring this once conceptual and rumored product to the stage. Aesthetically, they have very close measurements, and the H features a 0.1mm smaller screen size. In terms of specs, our local variant of the Note H uses the Snapdragon 805 64-bit quad-core chip instead of Samsung's own Exynos 5 octa-core CPU. Otherwise, the Note H has a slightly smaller battery than the Note 4 and sports the same set of hardware features. The Note H's display might be a little gimmicky on first impressions, and it is clearly meant for right-handed users. However, after using for a moment, we find the H screen to have a slight advantage over the Note 4. It offers easier access to shortcuts, which leads to a different way to multitask. For instance, if you're on a full-screen app or game, you'll be able to see notifications from the curved display instead of pulling down the notification shade. Should you require to use an app while you're active on the other, you could simply access them from the curved display. It even extends the use to accept and reject incoming calls. Otherwise, the curved display shows some useful information such as breaking news, stocks, weather, and many other stuff that you can download from Samsung's App Store. Not to forget to mention, the curved screen is pretty useful when the phone is on your desk most of the time. It features an always-on night clock display, which you could view the time, and you can always activate the curved display without even turning on the entire display by giving 2 swipes. Otherwise, the Note 4 lacks the luxury of convenience found on its edgy brother. However, here comes a few considerations between the two devices. The Note H may have a more attractive design than its non-H brother. To get that additional and unnecessarily useful curved screen feature, you have to shell out a 500 ringgit premium over the standard version of its hardware. The Edge's form factor isn't as ergonomic as the Note 4, to be honest. At times, I find it a challenge to pick up the phone from the table. Despite of a smaller screen size, the curved screen makes reaching the entire display one-handed a challenge. Otherwise, it is still possible to use the Note 4 one-handed if you have big hands. In terms of performance, both phones will offer you the similar speedy experience. However, the Exynos chip on the Note 4 tends to have a slight advantage in app launching and multitasking. The Snapdragon CPU on the Note H, however, offers better gaming graphics performance than the Exynos. In terms of camera performance, both the Note 4 and the Note H have the same 16-megapixel OIS camera, and there are times that the Note H performs slightly better than its brother in color reproduction. On the other hand, I prefer using the camera software on the Note 4 instead, as the camera controls on the curved display on the Note H can be a challenge to use single-handedly. In my test, the Note 4 demonstrates a better battery life than the Note H. I'm unable to justify if this is a hardware or software issue, as there's a huge variance between the two screenshots, despite both having slight differences in battery size. Both the Galaxy Note 4 and the Note H are great flagships. They have the same great software experience and powerful hardware internals. It all comes down to the preference, whether you would like a better way to multitask with a curved display. The Note 4 offers none of that convenience, but you won't necessarily need it for a better user experience. Moreover, the Note H's price tag is one factor to consider if you really need that added feature, and we would suggest you to be better off spending some cash on a smartwatch that will cost around the same price as the added premium and does more than what the curved display could offer. What's your preference between the two? Tell us more in the comments down below, and if you like our video, stay cool and help us by sharing with your friends. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. My name is Warren, and I'll see you again in the next video. Peace.